Leafy greens don't get nearly enough applause. They show up on your plate like quiet background dancers, never stealing the spotlight, always doing the hard work. And yet, when it comes to managing uric acid levels and preventing gout, these greens might just deserve a standing ovation. Kale, lettuce, bok choy, and their leafy cousins don't just look good in a salad. They're doing serious behind-the-scenes work to keep your joints from throwing a tantrum. Let's face it, when you hear gout prevention, you probably don't picture a pile of greens doing battle with uric acid. It's easier to imagine some high-powered supplement or mysterious superberry harvested by moonlight. But sometimes, the real heroes are the ones quietly hanging out in your crisper drawer. Leafy greens are low in purines, unlike organ meats, anchovies, and other culinary troublemakers, so they won't sneak extra uric acid into your bloodstream while pretending to be nutritious. They play it clean. Take kale, for example. It's got the reputation of being the overachiever of the vegetable world, and it wears it well. Packed with vitamin C, fiber, magnesium, and phytonutrients, kale helps reduce systemic inflammation, and by keeping your metabolic system running smoothly, it supports better uric acid clearance. Think of it as the green that works overtime without asking for recognition. Basically the spinach of the 21st century, but trendier and less cartoonish. Then there's lettuce, specifically romaine and leafy varieties, not the sad iceberg-in-a-bag kind that's 95% crunch and 5% regret. Lettuce might not be glamorous, but it's extremely low in purines and adds hydration, fiber, and a surprisingly solid amount of folate. It's like the person at the party who doesn't talk much but always brings the best snacks. Underestimated but essential. Bok choy, on the other hand, is like the cool, international cousin of the cabbage family. Slightly peppery, crunchy, and full of antioxidants, it's a staple in Asian cuisines, and for good reason. Not only is bok choy low in purines, but it also contains glutathione and other anti-inflammatory compounds that help protect your cells from oxidative stress. And oxidative stress? That's a known accomplice of chronic inflammation and metabolic imbalance, exactly the kind of party you don't want out crashing. What makes leafy greens even more lovable is their versatility. You can eat them raw, sautéed, steamed, thrown into smoothies, or tossed into soups. They don't demand complicated recipes or precision timing. They're like the flexible friend who's just happy to be included, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And no, they won't raise your uric acid, no matter how much you pile on your plate. That's one of their best features. You can eat leafy greens freely without fear of triggering a gout flare, unlike with spinach or asparagus, which, despite being healthy, carry a slightly higher purine content and have been known to make uric acid levels side-eye you. And don't forget, these greens are also high in potassium and magnesium, two minerals that quietly help your kidneys stay efficient and your blood pH balanced. When your kidneys are happy, they're better at flushing out uric acid instead of hoarding it like it's going out of style. It's a subtle benefit, but one that adds up bite by bite. So the next time you're standing in front of the produce section wondering whether to grab a bag of chips or a bunch of kale, remember this. Those leafy greens might not come with flashy labels or Instagram fame, but they're exactly the kind of dietary allies your joints need. They're low-key, low-purine, high-nutrient team players that help reduce inflammation, support kidney function, and keep your uric acid levels from turning into joint saboteurs. They're not just salad filler, they're strategic, science-backed, and deliciously sneaky in their health benefits. And best of all, they don't judge you for occasionally having cake. They just quietly do their job, green, leafy, and totally on your side.